All right, we are rejoining Kruda as you guys are fighting a aviary full of red dragons and ninjas, and Cronus and Nidell are flying across the aviary up in the sky above what's going on down on this lower level. The dragons are flying in the air, hovering and swooping in, coming after you guys. And we are rejoining on Igneal's turn. Uh, Is there, let me think, is there anything else I missed from last session? Karai, you guys have decided to at least fight the same enemy at this point, it seems like. Yes.
I have Call Lightning.
Yes. Alrighty then. Alright, let me go ahead and kick us off here then and roll a dice for Igneal on his recharge. That is a fail on that, so he's going to use his other ability. These are going to be at you. You're flying right in its face, Lorna, so these are going to be right at you.
Cool.
It's going to be a bite and 2 claw attacks.
Okay.
31 hits.
Yep.
Oh, 38 and 31 also hit. So I'm going to roll damage. So for the first one, you'll take 18 piercing and 10 points of fire.
Okay.
For
Is
the
that
second
halved? Or you're
that's
giving me
not
roll damage?
that's not halved. No.
I will have.
Yep. And then for the first claw attack, that will be a total of 27 total slashing damage. And for the third one, it's going to be another 20 points of slashing damage. And let's do that. All right. Gotta roll this real quick.
Pulling out the calculator for this.
All right. And you'll take 14 points of fire damage. Or I'm sorry, not fire. 14 more points of slashing damage on top of that.
From what?
From his ability. When he does that rend and tear ability, it adds additional damage.
Well, damn. Alrighty.
For, all right. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that is a recharge too. That is going to end his. Let me double check. He could fly.
I'm going to actually retaliate on one of those.
Okay, go for it.
Advantage because he's fairy fire. Natural 20.
There you go.
I can't use my cosmic damage. That's okay. 8, 4, 33, 12, 15. 72 points total.
Okay. How much of that's fire?
15. So
Okay.
57 regular.
All right.
Or
No, your math's right. 50, or
I'm just trying to figure out if the fiery rage is fire.
fury rage.
Yeah. Well, no, fiery rage.
What's that from again?
Elios Fury. When a wielder enters a rage, they can choose to activate the weapon's infernal power. So
Yeah.
it's,
Oh, that's fire damage. Yeah.
so 15 plus 8, 23 fire.
Okay.
And
The
fairy
fire
diamonds.
does not seem like it's doing as much against him as your mighty blade is.
Okay. Cool. Um, since he attacked me 3 times, I can retaliate more because I get 2 reactions.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck it. We need all the wins we can get. 22?
22 is a miss.
Yeah, that's not good.
Alright.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just try to think if there's any reason for him. What's the thing of this? Yes, he's gonna ascend 30 feet higher in the air. And that is going to be. Let me double check one more thing. I take that back. You're on the ground, right, Callie?
Uh-huh.
Okay. He is going to fly overhead and descend. Right here.
Bitch.
So he's on the ground, looking at in between you, Skyward, and Lorna. You're still flying above. You don't have any reactions left, so that's going to be his turn, bringing us to Karai, who is going to be looking up in the sky in your direction, Cronus, as you fly after Nidell. She looks visibly frustrated that you're airborne, so she turns her eyes against Igneal, and she begins to dash in with the rest of her men. Oh, let me get her sheet up so I got the movement right. Yes, okay. So she's gonna bonus action. Shoot, she don't really get that there, can she? That is gonna change. What's she gonna do instead? She'll go ahead, bonus action, and get dashed that far. And oh shoot, 80 feet. Okay, and then she would do.
He was one of the first to lead a Delphin party in the past.
Mm-hmm.
From the depths of from the hollow underneath, crawling members.
All right, and you kind of see her reach to. So she has the katana in hand, and as she sprints forward, she extends her hand at the full length of her sprint towards Igneal, and you see kind of this black kind of malice form in her palm, and she shoots this blast towards Igneal's direction. Let me go ahead and roll that real fast. All right, that's gonna hit for modest damage, 10 necrotic damage. Okay. That's gonna end her turn. Okay. Bringing us the young red dragon. Let's see what they do. Salim, you're on the underside of the catwalk, right? You still, or Salim, you still there? Or are you there? Hello, Salim. Alright, he's not here to defend himself. So on the fly up, this guy is going to see Salim. I don't believe he did a stealth check. Let's see here. Just double checking. He didn't do a stealth in his last turn. No stealth checks. Okay. So upon his flight, he's going to see Salim, and he's going to go after him, and he's going to make a bite into with his claws. And that is going to be, let's see here, miss, and miss. 22, I think, is the magic number. Or is it 21? Let me see. Salim, are you there? Do you know what your AC is? Can you, if you can hear us, could you respond in Discord maybe?
It's
Or-
21.
He's coming in.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, 21. Okay.
In roll 20,
So-
he's able to text.
Okay. What the hell? Why didn't it do damage? Let me see what it would be.
The Emperor's barely in reach.
All right, you'll take 17 points of. Let's see here. Well, that was a claw slashing damage. So 17 points of slashing damage, and then this guy is going to fly down to Karai, and he's going to make 2 attacks at. Actually, they're going to use a breath weapon because we can't really see anything in there. So that is a 30-foot cone. I'm going to use my handy dandy thing that you guys just taught me. And he's going to breathe into the center of this thing of darkness. So dexterity saving throws for just the Ashi and Karai. There they at dex. And dex. Pass and pass, so they will just take half of the damage. That's going to... Oh, here comes these other guys. Can't fly that far, can they?
Can you hear me now?
Yay! There we are.
I don't know why my computer's just lagging so bad. I think I've got too many saved games on and it's used up too much space.
No worries.
Um,
All right.
What kind of damage was that I took?
It was slashing damage. It was
Slashing?
Yeah, 17 slashing. All right, here
Okay,
comes.
so I can have that damage against myself with Uncanny Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, Lorna and Callie, I will need a dex save from you from this other little red dragon.
Does being prone make dex saves at disadvantage?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm prone, so I'm wondering if that affects it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
22.
22. Okay, you're good.
One sec.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
you're good.
18! Damn!
18. I think that passed, right? Yeah. Yep. Both pass. All right. You guys only take half the damage. It's fire, so Lorna, you'll take even less. Callie, do you have resistance? I can't keep track.
Yes, my
Okay.
armor gives me resistance to fire damage.
Okay. I just trust you guys to keep track of that. Be honest. Oh, that's all right. So that is going to be 50, what is that? 50 halved to 25, and then further halved because of 20 or 12 all day for both of you. It looked impressive before you guys made it nothing. Salim, what would you like to do on your turn, sir?
Okay, so I was down in that pit 10 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and the dragon came down and slashed at me.
Well, at the last session, those kind of came up through the air,
Okay.
from below, so they
Right.
would have seen you
Okay.
below.
Okay. So, do we know? I mean, as a player, I know ancient red dragons and all that stuff, but as a character, would we know about them? Because supposedly red dragons hate each other and they would not work together, they would fight because they're jealous of each other.
You could do an into our history check as Salim, and we'll see how much you know about red dragons.
Okay. Because I was going to taunt the ancient one. I'll climb up the side of the pit. I am... Is this red dragon's flying?
That's correct.
So I would not be out. I'm not moving away from him, right? I'm just climbing up to the edge of the pit where I can shoot the ancient one.
Yeah, you're still within melee range. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So I will use my short bow. Arrow of slaying.
Okay.
Is that with advantage since I'm shooting him from behind?
It's very fired.
So it's advantage. Okay.
Gets the
Mhm.
way.
Yep.
24.
Oh, fairy fire. That's right. Yep. 24 hits.
Okay. Damage is 5 cold, 6 piercing. I've got to do my sneak attack. 8d6.
I think you're also secretly rolling those. Or to DM.
Oh,
rolling them.
I did that
Okay.
to him. I don't want to disrupt you. I meant to fix that afterwards. Let me do Cronus's right now while you're doing it, and then when it's not your turn, I'll do yours.
Mine's already been fixed.
Oh, okay.
Other slash.
Yep.
Never mind. It went
30.
All right. Holy.
And
okay.
then arrow is slashing, a slaying. I gotta find it. Okay. Hey, it's a dragon arrow slaying. He has to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What happens after that?
If he fails it, he takes an extra 6d10. If he passes, he gets half of that.
29. So what is?
Wow.
What did you get?
So he gets half.
Total. What is the
I'm-
half
I'm-
of? Oh, okay.
Half of 32, 16 extra.
Okay.
So 30, 16, and 11.
Okay.
That's 30, 46, 57 total points.
Okay.
And that was my attack.
So you're where your previous arrows kind of glanced off its hardened scales. This one has found a little bit purchase. You're not sure how through, but enough to kind of have the dragon respond and react and twist and turn as he's kind of looking all around him as he's surrounded by all of you at the moment.
And then I will
And then I don't know if you ever gave me that intelligence check or history check.
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna worry about it. Cunning action. I can take a disengage and move.
I'm sorry, that history check wouldn't have consumed your action, by the way.
It
if
would
you were-
not.
It would
Okay.
not. No, you were just asking me a general player question, like how
Okay.
does my character know? I'm sorry, that's just my
Okay.
way of seeing how much
Gotcha.
Celine does or doesn't know. Yeah, if it was actually something
I
mechanical,
got an 8, so it was.
sure.
It was I know
So
that it's a dragon.
you
I
know
think I know that he's a.
you've
lizard.
you know of stories and lore, but from everything that you've is most of your knowledge, firsthand knowledge, is here on this ship with facing these dragons, and everything you learned aboard is it seems like, while some of the dragons seem more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, more sentient, I guess maybe, or intelligent, such as Rakith down in the dungeons. These the ones have not really spoke and seem a little bit more mindless or obedient to whatever Igneal's temperament. And that's about all you know about dragons. Is that it seems like they kind of bow to Igneal at the moment.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
I think that would be it.
Okay. After that, Igneal is going to take a legendary action. This one, he is going to do 2 legendary actions, and he's going to do a wing attack against everyone around him. So let's see here.
Is that 360 degrees?
See here, it says 15 feet around him, so within 15 feet. So he's flapping and moving his wings and making a tormentorous windstorm around him. Everyone, let's see here. I think that's Salim, Skybor, Callie, and
Says I'm 20 feet.
Yeah, 10-foot squares.
shit. How do I do this in 10-foot squares when people have odd number movement speeds and other stuff?
Round down.
I mean, everything 10 foot. That doesn't sound right either, though.
Could give those who are 20 feet away the advantage. Kind of like meet halfway.
And 10 foot. Yeah, because I gotta keep the dimensions right, and I don't want to. I think this doesn't seem right. Because I mean, if this was normal 5-foot squares, you definitely are within 5 foot. 2 square of them. But it's the only. I don't know. Does anybody have any opposition to that? That seems like a fair split.
I must admit I wasn't paying attention, huh?
So if you're 10 feet, because the squares are in 10-foot increments, and it's technically 20 feet squares, but it's also for proportions of the room and stuff like that, and the tokens and all that stuff. Though, obviously you're not a 10-foot by 10-foot square either. So splitting the difference, Skyward had an idea of just having, if you're at the 20-foot mark, you just roll with advantage.
Okay.
Works for me, works for you guys. Okay. So, Callie, you'll just roll this normally. Go ahead and make a dex save. Skybor, Salim, and Lorna, you guys go ahead and make dex saves at advantage as well.
I'm 30 feet up in the air from where he was.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Not you, Lorna. So, actually, Salim, you're right there. How is it different for you?
It's not.
It's not. He's 10 feet.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So he's still within range of. He's within the 50, so he doesn't have advantage.
Save.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're 10 feet too.
I rolled at 18.
No, I'm not.
Skybor's 20. Because his thing would start here. 20 feet.
Yeah, because right.
I mean, it starts. I mean,
At the
yeah.
circle.
Okay. Whatever. I'm not doing this too much complicated math.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see here. What was the 25? So, fail, and fail. You all are going to take 2d6.
22 fails?
Skybor's or advantage.
22 fails. Yes, it does.
Crap.
Ancient dragon.
But it doesn't do massive damage like some of his other stuff. So you'll take 17 points of bludgeoning damage, and you will be knocked prone.
I'm already
I take-
there.
I take half because I have Potion of Invulnerability.
Okay.
That's 8.
Yep, that's right. You got it.
And I gotta make a con save. Okay, we're good.
All right, and then Lindell is going to get a legendary action as well. And he is going to fly another 60 feet up into the air in that kind of direction, looking at your way to Cronus. And then it's going to bring us to his turn. And he kind of shouts back at you, Cronus, and And you are welcome to take a free action to kind of respond to this moment. As he goes, "You're so fierce, Cronus. You're so powerful, filled with power. Why let this all go to waste? You were obviously Shredder's chosen one. Pick up the mantle, leave these fools behind, and we can shape the world anew." And everything, everything kind of comes off crisp when he says it, and it's just kind of dripping with some of the colors of lies and trying to convince you, Cronus. And then he goes, "But tell me, if while the ship's going down, and Igniel is picking your friends apart, and you're up here with me, who's going to get all your precious prisoners and friends off this ship before it crashes? I find this predicament you and your group are in quite interesting." So when controlling the yoke of the ship, there's no one here to right its path. And it seems like you and your friends have already destroyed a good large portions of the ships that were manual anyways. He just kind of chuckles to himself. I'm not, I can see why the relic's insidious keys kind of gravitated to you. But I don't think I think you've underestimated me. I'm not as brash as my younger brothers. And then he is going to, or did you want to say anything in response to that?
No.
Okay. And then he is going to cast, let's see here. He's going to cast Finger of Death at you. Okay. So
Far away is he from me?
Oh, good point. What is the range on that? Oh, nope, he does not. You're right. Good catch. Let me see. What else can you do? Maybe moving away was not the smartest thing for him to do. This is actually, bear with me. And how far away was he before he moved away from you again, Cronus? He was 60 feet away from you. He moved another 60 feet, so he's 120 feet away from you. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Dang, you're just too far away. Okay. He's gonna, point his sword at you and start casting Eldritch Blast in your direction. Let's see. He is a what caster? I think I plugged that all in, so it should automatically roll the multiple blasts for me, right? 24 hits. Is it not doing that? The multiple damage for each one.
Normally, no, you gotta roll them separate.
Okay. I'm just double checking his caster level on his character sheet so I get the right one. So, all right, there it is. So is it just? It's not like magic. Magic. Eldritch Blast is just one a blast. So every level is just added. So four. Okay.
Not every level. So any level you would go up in cantrips, you get another Eldritch Blast.
I got you. I see it right there. But they all roll the same initial attack, correct?
Yeah. Well, you roll each one, or most. So like when I was in Nika, I would roll each blast and then each damage. So if you get 2 blasts, 2 attack rolls.
I see. Okay, that makes it easier to track that way, actually. So let me just do that. So one more. Come on. Come on. Miss, and oh my god. Oh wait, what is this? Where is his proficiency bonus? Ugh. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. The roll 20 is not working. It's not adding anything to this. Let me go get a spell casting modifier super quick. Where are you at? Where are you at, Nidell? Trying to find it, guys. Sorry. Why is it not here? Right. Sorry, guys. And I see the spell caster level. Where is the stat block? Okay, there we are. Okay, so there. So let's see here. So the first one hit, and then we fix this modifier in my head. That makes that a 25. That makes that 24. And that makes that a 22. So what's your AC there?
It's 21.
I believe only 2 of those hit you then.
What was the lowest?
Let's see here. That'd be 22, it looks like.
Then they all hit.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and do damage here. So take 25 points of force damage. And he will, during his turn, then he's gonna fly another 60 feet up in the air away from it. So he is now, what is that? 60, 120, 180 feet away from you. That brings us to the Ashi's riders, who are going to run up to this guy and immediately start making their attacks. Let me go ahead and get theirs done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3 hit. 4. 38 points of piercing damage. Oh, wait, I missed one of them. My bad. One more. 2 more. It's a little bit more damage here. 11. Oh, critical. So that will be 11 plus 17 is 20. 28 points of damage. Alright, that brings us to Skybor. What would you like to do, sir?
Alright, I want to get up and I want to step over here because that's all my movement. And bonus action, I'm gonna do a planar warrior to this dragon down here,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot an arrow at him. If I can find my. There it is. Does a 24 hit? I hope it hits.
24 does hit. Yeah, this one right here. Yes, it hits.
All right.
Go for it.
So it takes math.
13.
13.
Okay.
All right, that's my first attack. It goes. And for my next attack, nice 7,
All right.
and that will be my turn.
What about your cosmic damage?
I think it's already added, isn't it? Yeah, it's already added. I rolled really bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Well, since you kind of knocked on his door.
Yeah, I don't want him attacking Lorna and Kayla. Oh, come on. Maybe it won't reach.
This guy is going to fly up in the air after you, Cronus. It's going to take him some time to get you, though, because you're 120 feet off the ground, I believe is where you're at. So that would be... He will have to dash to get up to you, but he does eventually catch up to you up in the air. He does use his action to dash that far. That brings us to this guy's only attack order. And so let me go ahead and do that.
Oh, by the way, I heal up back to full.
Oh, there you go. Gotcha. All right. So this guy's going to be making... let's see here. You know, it hasn't done this yet. It's going to use Frightful Presence. Everyone within 120 feet of this has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Hold on.
No, we don't.
Because we don't.
Why
We
not?
are immune to being poisoned and frightened because I did Hero's Feast earlier.
Well, the
So
dragon
really
does
just-
not know this, so he
No.
he is
So
roaring.
the...
And on the other day, you be shaking your boots. It's rattling the cages. The walls are vibrating. Igneel takes a moment to soak it in himself, and you guys keep going on with your lives.
Like, the Ashi may have to make the save, but Callie's just lounging on her elbows on her back, just looking over like, oh, that's cute.
So, you know, he feels good about it, but... All right, Lorna McKinley, it is your turn.
She's basically going to dive bomb him right on top and just start stabbing him.
Actually, go ahead. I just forgot to, at the top of the order, you guys are going to see a few more people. Oh, that's, no. Reinforcements, guys, coming from different tunnels into this chamber. So you fly down right on his snout again.
We're already going into a TPK. No need to rub it in.
These are the ninjas are entering. More ninjas are entering the aviary.
Hopefully.
Oh,
On
so
our
they may
side.
not be trying to kill us.
We
Maybe.
hope. We hope. Hopefully they
Hopefully
got,
they got the memo.
message.
Possibly. You know, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see. That's already active. That's active. Yeah, fuck it. We're just going to attack 3 times, not reckless, because fairy fire and...
Take out the big fucker.
You take out the big fucker. Exactly. 20, nope. Natural 20, yes. And 18. Fucker.
You should add your cosmic to one of those.
I would add it to my thing, so... Remind me, Silent. Is it 2d6 even though I have both keys, or is it 3d6?
It is 3d6 for you.
Okay, I'm gonna update on my thing so I remember. And we're gonna roll 3d6.
6.
So 9 plus 1 plus 24 plus 12 is 46 regular damage. Plus
Holy.
24 fire damage.
46 regular other damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 24 fire damage.
Okay. Again, the fire doesn't seem like it's affecting him that horribly, but your several blows has finally made purchase through catching underneath one of his scales, knocking it loose from his body and revealing a vulnerable spot. You pierce Ormir into it on the third strike, doing significant damage to Igneal, and he lets out another guttural roar as you stab him through. And he kind of reacts and tries to snap at you while you're striking him.
Alrighty.
All right. Anything else?
That was action, bonus action, and movement. I'm good.
Okay. Oh, actually, after your turn order, Nidell is a little far away. He's going to use a legendary action to fly a little further over here. He's still only 180 feet higher in the air than you, though. And he is going to... Oh, go ahead.
Laura calls out, like, looking over to him, "Scaredy cat!" And that's her turn.
Okay. And then Igneal. I used his legendary action to do a wing attack, didn't I?
Yep.
So he cannot do anything. Okay. Cronus, what would you like to do, sir?
This dragon right here next to me. How is it like same height as me now?
Yeah, it's fine. It's up there. Yep.
Okay. Bonus action, I will rage.
Okay.
And then I need to deal with this thing before moving on, so I will go ahead and attack him.
Okay.
That on. So 28.
28 is a hit. For 28 points of damage.
And then con save.
Oh, you dirty dog. Con save. Here we go. 27.
Yeah, that will pass.
Okay.
Second attack,
Go for it.
19.
19 is the magic number. Yep, go for it.
So,
25. 32 points of damage.
and then I'll add my cosmic to this one
Go for it.
for 7 more.
All right, sir.
And then another con save.
All right. Let's see. 14. So he is paralyzed or
15 is the
stunned.
number. Yep. So he's stunned.
And he is flying, which I think when you're stunned, you can't be flying. You lose all movement speed when you become stunned, right?
I believe so. It's not a magic item that's keeping him up. It's his wings.
Right. I'm just double checking. Some of them, there's a difference between stunned and paralyzed, but I think stun
You're
removes all movement.
incapacitated and can't move.
Shit. So, Cronus, you just see this dragon that flew up to you, and you kung fu fury him with a few blows, and all of a sudden, this massive, large dragon starts to plummet down the way it just came. You guys are over the catwalk, so it's going. It immediately drops 500 feet, and so you all just see this massive dragon right past the catwalk. It looks like the wings are it's kind of balling up with the wings flapping in the air as it's trailing down. What else would you like to do, Cronus? He is currently stunned until the start of your next turn, right?
Correct.
Other than continue to embarrass dragons.
Um. Yeah, this is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, there's an enemy that I just can't keep up with.
It,
And
rare,
least
it
in the
rarely
air.
happens. It rarely happens.
At least in the air. If it was on the ground, it'd be different. But I will use my movement to rejoin the fight. So 30 feet. And I will move back towards this direction there.
Now, if you wanted to, you can allow yourself to fall down to the floor. I don't know, and then because you have flying, so you could literally rapid descent to the floor if you wanted to, Kernus, and use your flight to stop yourself from crashing into the ground if you wanted to. Unless you want to stay you're about 90 feet in the air otherwise right now.
I'll go ahead and fall to the ground.
Okay. This is right before you hit the ground. It's just you displace the wind around you, and you kind of come to a brief moment hover as you kind of land. Superman fall down, and you're on the ground now.
All right.
Anything else with your turn?
No.
All right. All right. Igneo can do one thing. He is going to make a tail attack. This is going to come right at you, Lorna McKinley,
Alrighty.
as you're a busy bee flying in his face. Well, I guess if you're flying in his face, it doesn't really make sense to hit you, does it? Let me see.
I mean, it can whip around like a cat.
That's true.
He's gonna helicopter it.
Yes, but
How is a tail attack not an area of effect attack?
I don't know.
because it's a dragon and it's already OP, sir.
Yeah. You've already got me down into the 170s.
All right. 36, I believe, hits
No.
for 23 points of bludgeoning. I said you first, Lorna, so it's spinning around, thrashing, whipping you with his tail. Let's see here. Hit. Then Nidell is going to rapidly descend, so he's about 120 feet back in the air again, and he's going to move 60 feet this way with his legendary action. And is that for his legendary action? Callie Storm, what would you like to do?
Rapid math, but it's not going to happen. Well, don't have too many options currently, so we're just gonna stand up. First off.
Oh shoot! You know what? I didn't mark the ground, but Callie, you're smart. You're a smart cracker. You would smart cookie. You'd be able to figure this out. You would step over to the left a little bit or fly, because as he covers the ground, like he did below, it kind of starts heating up the ground. I just forgot to mark it. And it wasn't really relevant for Lorna because she's flying at the moment.
Yeah, so we'll step to the side one because I had to stand up. Then I guess we're stabbing this fucker because I lost my concentration. So we're gonna stab him with my glowy sword.
Okay.
Well, that misses. That's
Yes, that's not gonna do the trick. Anything else?
You know what? Sure, let's bonus action cast spiritual weapon. put a giant rose next to him and attack with that too. Why not?
Ah, my allergies.
All
Does a
right.
23 hit him?
A 23 does not. Oh, it does hit him.
Oh, good.
23 is the magic number.
Maybe.
No, because 22 doesn't hit.
Well, it takes 10 points of cosmic, 9 points of force damage.
All right. All right. Anything else with your turn?
Nope, that'll do it, and I need some type of token for my spiritual weapon. Let's see what I got.
Okay. Do you need me to get what you want? Let's see here.
Potentially.
I have a
Otherwise,
hammer
it's gonna be Anika.
or a pink sword,
Ooh, pink sword.
pink dagger. Can I drag it in? Did that work? That did not work.
Let me just, I guess, do this for now. I'll just use your shield, I guess, maybe as a token.
Yeah, that'll work. I was like, otherwise, I was just gonna drop the fate token.
I don't know if that lets me drop your token in.
Did not let me.
Why
Let's
is that
see.
not me
Can I
though,
drop that
either?
in? Nope. Drop that?
Can I
Nope.
drag? Oh, wait. Did that work? No, that's just sharing it to us, silent.
Oh, because it's not actually a character sheet. It has to be a
Yeah.
character. Ah, dang it. Dang it.
Use the group
Oh.
token.
You can use
Here,
Argo
here.
or something.
Yeah, you got the group token there. That's perfect. Just there's your spiritual weapon.
That's actually kind of perfect. Yep. We're just gonna put it in its face.
Okay. Oh, you're in its face as well.
No, it's the giant rainbow key is in its face.
Probably be here then with him facing this way towards
Oh,
Lorna.
then unfortunately, I am also in his face. I thought his tail just whipped around and hit Lorna.
Yeah, we did a 360. He's very graceful.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. It's Igneal's turn. Let me roll some recharges real quick. One comes back, the other does not. All right. He's going to fly a move.
Can I hit him?
Oh yeah, once he starts moving, you definitely will get an opportunity attack.
Has he done
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
that? Okay.
Would all those ninjas get opportunity attacks also?
If he moves away still, but yes, it looks like because he's not using his legendary action, that lets him kind of swoop away. That he kind of avoids his attack. He's just using movement, so it doesn't trigger that. So everyone around him will take an attack of opportunity if he tries to fly away.
Does that have to be a melee attack?
Mm-hmm.
So if I have bow in my hands, I cannot.
Correct.
Let me double check his flying speed real quick. He is going to fly backwards 50 feet this direction. So everyone, please go ahead and take opportunity attacks. Except
With
for this guy.
advantage.
With
Yep.
advantage.
Do
For
I
an
fly
advantage.
with him?
Yeah, fairy fire.
Yup.
Motherfucker. Can't hit shit.
Yes.
Okay. Lorna, you have advantage because fairy fire. Yes, so that is a lot of damage. What is that? 12.
56 slashing
My God.
and rage. Plus 26 fire.
Okay. All right, let me get some Ashi opportunity attacks real quick.
They get advantage too.
The one doesn't because it's not the far. Oh, he actually did good. For a respectable 7 more points of piercing damage. All right.
I remember them being a lot more tougher than this.
I don't know. Did you get the reject ninjas?
Apparently, God.
They're
Man,
not as
she keeps
tough
the-
when they don't have their dragons. Let's see here.
Would have thought she'd keep the elite around her. Damn.
All right. And then let's see here. Let's go ahead and do this. He's going to use his breath weapon one more time. Do the cone. How do I do that? Oh.
Jeepus. I'm pretty sure it's from in the square. In the icon, yeah.
That is unfortunately in the icon.
I think he gets a little bit of everyone here. Except for Karai.
And Lorna.
You're in there.
Okay. I wasn't in there before.
Right there. It's going through your square.
Not 50%.
Is that the ruling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
well,
sure you
Pretty
made
sure-
that ruling at one point, yeah.
Pretty sure that's it. But yeah, with that,
Alright. So the one
Yeah.
Ashi is not included in this.
he's a lucky bugger. I mean, you could always just target him.
You're the one that keeps flying in his face.
Yeah, I know.
So here we go. I
My
need
job.
dexterity saving throws from everyone, except for Salim and Skybor. Oh wait a
Incorrect.
minute! Shoot, I didn't even think about this.
Yeah, his dragon's in
Yeah,
it, dude.
nowhere close. Okay.
Yeah, that makes bad sense.
Oh no. Oh no!
To be fair, I was not gonna pass.
I mean, there was a chance for a natural 20.
Natural 20 's still a 20 for me. It's not passing.
But it's natural, therefore you pick.
It's
No.
not Pathfinder.
Well,
That only works on attacks.
rawr.
Oh my god! So they're rolling good everywhere else, but so both two Ashi riders survive, pass, but one fails.
I'm pretty sure they're all
Oh,
going to
wait,
die anyway.
Wait, that was only 2 of them, so my bad. All right, here we go. Here is the fiery breath coming, spewing out of his mouth once again. 2066. That'll be 92 points of fire damage for everyone in that area. I'm
You
not
know
sure
that
what-
scene from Terminator 2
No.
where Sarah Connor's having that dream and she's like shaking that chain link fence and the nuke goes off and she's a skeleton?
All right.
Just imagine Callie's glowing a little bit more than usual, except this one's orange instead of pink.
You okay there, hon?
Eh, she's alright.
All right, that's going to end his turn. Bringing us to Karai, who's going to rush in and start making some attacks against him. Let's do this with her katana. Just double check what that does again.
Hopefully more than her men shit did.
Again, she and a lot of her men had a lot more power when they had dragons to command, so. Alright, let's do this.
I mean, that sounds like something they need to work on.
Alright. All 3 hit. 28. Alright, 32 slashing and... Alright. She does... Oops, I almost put the damage on her. She does 56 points of damage towards Igneo. Alright, bringing us to these guys. Anything else before I do that? She might as well try it. She'll try to put Stunning Strike on him.
Fuck yeah.
That way he can at least use one of his legendary resistances if he fails. But he passes, so never mind. But she tried. Well, actually, she made 3 attacks, so let's go ahead and do it 3 times then. So 1, 2. He's a sturdy dragon. Okay. The young red dragon's turn. Let's see here. This one was after you, Salim. It kind of flies down. It's going to do a bite. Bite and 2 claw attacks against you. 1, 2. 18, 17, 22. Those are 22 hits, right?
22 hits.
All right. For why is it not doing the damage right? That was claw, right? So we just re-roll it manually. Oops. 2d6 plus 6, so it would be 16 points of slashing damage towards you, Salim. Here comes
Faded
the
out.
other. What's that?
I said you faded out.
16 total points of slashing damage towards you.
Okay. So, if any dodge takes...
Down to 8. Yep.
Good.
All right. So these are coming at. Looking to go after you, Lorna. 1 bite, 2 claws. What's your magic number again? 24 or
Both
27?
those hit.
Does a 27 hit as well? Or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. None of the damage is rolling. Come on. Okay. Let me roll bite real quick. So bite is 2d10 plus 6 plus 1d6. Right. So 26 points of damage, with 4 of that being fire.
I have everything.
Okay. And then its claws is 2d6 plus 6. 16 points of slashing damage. All 3 hit, didn't they? So let me roll that one more time. 17 more points of slashing damage. All halved because of your barbarianness. And let me see, did I forget anyone? This one against the Ashi and Karai. He's going to make attack at Karai and the Ashi with disadvantage because they're in that darkness. So bite. Claw. 22, 23, 11. 23. The 11 misses. Oh, obviously it's a natural one. I can't stand this.
Ruh-roh.
And then... Alright, so 23 points of piercing. And 16 points of slashing. Okay. Karai kind of lets out a yell. She's already kind of in pain going into this. But it's audible enough for her to kind of make it out. But no one can technically see her because she's in that magical darkness right now. That's going to end their turn. Salim, what would you like to do, sir?
You're fading out again.
Am I fading out for other people too?
That's just
No.
for no. It's just for him.
My computer. It's like freezes and then runs and freezes.
Oh no.
Time for
Oh
the
well.
computer.
Well, anywho, it's your turn.
All right. So how close? Hello.
How
Hi.
close? You're close. You're right next to the
10
dragon.
feet? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Thunderstep. Constitution save. DC 15.
Constitution saving throw. And the red dragon next to you. Actually, let me roll that one too.
Yep, both of them.
What happens here? You go prone when that happens?
90 feet away.
You teleport 90 feet away? Or, oh, it
And
pushes them 90 feet away.
It
No.
Trying to read it.
damage.
So Salim teleports 90 feet away, and the dragons take that damage, or half if they succeed.
Okay. Well, Igneal actually did not roll well, so that is going to be 18 points of damage to Igneal. It's kind of booms into him. The constant barrage of attacks against them is starting to kind of get him roaring and reeling even more. So, the other dragon though does pass it, and so it takes half the damage. That's going to be
Correct.
9 points of damage. Okay. Anything else with your turn? Oh wait, did you move out of? Wait, you moved away. Did you use your bonus action to disengage?
It's
No, that's
part
90
of the
feet.
spell.
It's part of the spell. I moved 90 feet.
Oh, there. Sorry, I'm slow tonight. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
And then I was prone, so I stand up.
Okay.
And then I move an extra 20 feet. And then I did a stealth of 14, which would be a 15, because I have halfling lucky or something. So,
Okay.
So it's a 15 for stealth, so I'm hiding.
So you're underneath the ledge again?
Yes.
Then? Okay. So 15 stealth. Okay. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Nidell is going to shout out at Igneal, destroy them already, and he's going to descend down to him and with his legendary action move towards him and descend upon him. And for his turn, as he kind of descends upon the group and everyone are kind of around him, those within close proximity of him start to feel as if their very essence is starting to feel like it's draining from them, their beings. That is going to bring his legendary action, bringing us to his turn.
Also, did that fucker just move into that darkness?
He's technically riding on top of Igneal right now, so
Okay.
kind of looking down over the darkness. Yeah, Igneal is obviously big enough to stand out of this darkness, so you guys could shoot him without any disadvantage. Let me see here. Let's do this. Yes, you're going to feel him kind of channel that aura furthermore, and it starts to kind of radiate, and you feel it more and more as for those that are getting closer. And put his aura up so you can feel his aura around him. You guys can see Karai's too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's going to do some gnarly stuff at the beginning of those turns that those are around them. That's going to bring us to the Ashi, who is immediately going to have to roll damage for. All right. This guy starts to shrivel up and scream as you see the life kind of draining from his body, and immediately start to go towards Nidell and Ignil, and some of the scrapes he had received start to kind of fade away from some of the scales. He's still pretty well damaged though, Ignil. Let's see here. That is going to bring us to the other ones who are. They don't know anything. This guy will. Well, they're going to know soon enough. This guy will run in again, having to do the take the damage. Let me go and do that one more time. As he takes 30 points of damage. And a little bit of Ignil and Nidell start to heal a little bit further.
Does that affect those other dragons also?
It doesn't seem like it. Like, it doesn't seem like it's healing the other dragons.
No. Does it suck the life out of them?
You don't. It doesn't seem so.
Okay.
Let me see here. His health. All right, and then this guy is gonna run. Oh, these are dash to get into the fray. Okay. There we go. That's all they can do. Bring us to you, Skybar. What would you like to do, sir?
What's the altitude difference between this dragon and this one?
They are both on the ground, or flying ground level right now.
Okay, perfect. I want to cast Ice Storm at 6th level.
Okay, go for it. What's the radius on that again?
20-foot radius. I'm going to get the Tiefling, the Big Dragon, and the Little Dragon.
Oh, shoot, I don't want to move that. I can't move the shape. Okay. You want to get the Tiefling?
Yeah.
Where? Okay. And the Little Dragon? I gotcha.
Yeah, radius.
Okay. Okay. Yep, that should work.
So they, all three of them need to make dex saves.
All right, here we go. Okay, get me Ignil. And then the third one, the red dragon. Let me get him. All right. Nidell gets a 23. Ignil gets a 7. That doesn't sound. Oh nope. That's right, 7. And then the dragon gets 11. So the dragons fail. What happens to them?
They take 30, 41 damage. So 30 bludgeoning, 11 cold damage.
All right, 30 bludgeoning, 11 cold.
And the area is difficult terrain, but they're going to fly. But I don't care. I just want to do that damage. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me add that cosmic damage. 2d6. 9 cosmic damage.
All right, Skywar. As you start to call the these massive storm above your heads, and this aviary fills the room and chills the room, and these massive piercing icicles start shooting from the sky, hitting the ground and shattering, making the terrain difficult and slippery, and some of the massive icicles start piercing this dragon from the sky until he releases this large roar. He kind of raises his head to bellow fire from his mouth up into the freezing sky, and as he does so, several more of your large shards start shooting down from the sky and piercing through some of his hard dragon scales, and as the body of the dragon starts to stumble and slump and struggle to keep its footing until it eventually slumps down on the ground. with Night Elf still riding on its back.
Wait.
Chill out.
Fuck yeah! Sorry.
Skybor,
Yes!
what would you like to do?
As he goes and tries to breathe fire, all the ice just fills into his mouth, and he extinguishes the fire and chokes him to death. That is my
Alright.
action.
All right. Anything else?
I am going. I'm just going to chill right here. I got nothing else.
All right. Brings us to the adult red dragon's turn. And they respond angrily as this one chases after you, Cronus.
It's paralyzed, it's stunned, and a free fall.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't get a chance until your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's stunned and plummeting.
So does that mean it falls another?
Mhm.
500 feet. Yep.
Does it happen to hit the walls along on the way down in this
It-
free fall?
It will definitely hit the walls if it doesn't recover from your stunning effects in the next turn. Because he was already up in the air with you a little bit and flew from the below, so there was some good distance for him. This one's at you, Skybor, as he will make another. He used his fire breath, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did.
He used frightened presence.
Oh, you're right. He did not do his fire breath.
One of them did.
You're right. That's the one with the blue right there, I think. Okay. And so did the one by Karai. This one is doing it now. All right. So I need a dexterity saving throw from Skybor. Lorna. And does your spiritual weapon have hit points? I don't know how that works.
No.
It doesn't.
No,
Okay.
that's only in Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. Is that where I'm getting it from? Okay.
Yeah. It's a pain in the fucking ass in Baldur's Gate 3.
Why don't you work like you're supposed to work?
Like, why are you attacking this? Why are you taking damage?
All right.
You moved him on top of me.
He is now you. He has consumed you in the flame. All right. 29 passes. 22 is a pass. And that is all that is in that area. So you guys will do how much?
Oh, I mean, he does hit the other dragon.
I know, but it's fire.
It still hurts him. Because that's a baby-year dragon.
Let me see. Where am I struggling tonight? Here it is. So those that are fire resistant, go ahead and have this. I'm just going to give you the whole number, which is 52. So that's 26 for you, Lorna. I'm not sure where your health's at. Are you resistant to Skywar?
I am, and I'm also going to cast Absorb Element.
Okay. Does that consume, what's that, 1 point then? Point of fire?
It halves it again. But I'm going to do something with that.
What does it do here?
Basically, my next attack, I get to add the fire damage to my target that I attack.
Okay. So you have it because you saved. So you are
And
going to
then
take a
halved it
quarter.
again.
So
Mhm.
you're going to take a quarter of damage. Okay. Go
Actually,
ahead.
it'd be less than that because so half damage because I save, half damage because of pushing of invulnerability, and half of it again for the absorb element.
These flame breaths are becoming less are becoming much more for show than for effect.
I mean, so is their frightful presence at this point. They're just
Alright.
trying to show off to people that don't care.
Right. Lorna McKinley, what would you like to do?
It's
Wait,
just
how much
like,
damage was that?
Oh, it was 52 points of damage, so how to say it was
52.
an eighth. So you take, let's just do easy math. You take 5 points of damage.
Ow.
Lorna, you took
26.
26. Perfect. Okay, it
Uh,
is
my
your turn.
It's also just like how the new additions onto her sword are all fire, and they do nothing for these guys, but it's fine.
Yeah, we're all just kind of,
Actually, let me see here.
we're all just kind of glowing. Eh.
Yeah. Well, that takes care of that. She surveys the field. Everybody's alive. She's gonna scoot over here for flanking.
Okay.
I'd say she's still like 10, 15 feet up in the air, just above this creature. And
Okay.
she's going to start with it. A Great Weapon Master.
Go for it.
Can
Bad
Jesus.
dragon.
All right, that was pretty effective.
I put my cosmic on that?
Go. Oh shit. Okay.
Why
Go
the
for
fuck
it.
not?
And that,
Just
that
remember
works,
it-
right?
It's
Yes, it
68.
does.
Yeah.
It's
So just
Oh,
go ahead and roll
66.
6d6.
Cool. So 29 plus 29 plus 16 plus 6 is 80 points of damage. And
Okay.
then 20 fire.
Okay. That was your first attack, and it looks very much so in bad shape.
Cool.
That was your first attack, and it is regretting its life choices.
It is. I'm gonna do it again. 20? For these itty bitties?
20 hits. Yep, go for it.
Cool.
For
24 slashing.
33 points of damage.
Yes, that includes fire.
Oh, what's the fire?
I can't understand what this
6.
is because I can't see it.
5, it
It's
looks like.
5, ain't it?
5.
Oh.
5, yeah.
Mine separates it out into like a string of actual text, which I don't know why it does that now. Code, not text. Is it dead yet?
It's very close.
Fuck it. Another one. 27.
Just start yelling in Gaelic.
Yeah, pretty much. Why won't you die?
Smash its snout into the ground with your sword.
Pretty much. 25 slashing plus 4, so 29 slashing and 4 fire. Are you dead yet?
Yes. This guy falls down dead.
Cool.
All right.
Oh my god, there's so many still. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40 to there.
Okay.
And that is her
That's-
turn.
All right. Idel.
That
Oh, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't understand you. What's
Oh.
that, Celine?
I said that green rectangle is the ship. Did you climb up on the ship?
I'm flying.
Oh,
It's fine.
I forgot about that ship.
Yeah.
That is flammable.
Well,
Hang on, back
Kinda.
that up. Like 30 feet.
Yeah, never mind.
That
That's,
cone wasn't that long.
it doesn't have to be as long. I'm just curious if it's fat enough. Nope, not fat enough. Okay. So Nidell is going to use his 2 legendary action. Actually, he hasn't used any legendary action, which is perfect. This will use all 3 of them. Idel kind of booms his voice again. He starts speaking in tongues, and you see that the hands, or I'm sorry, the kind of his eyes glow in that bright white light, and he starts chanting in Igneal's. You understand him speaking Igneal's name, but it's kind of speaking in. You understand it, Lorna, because you speak. Why am I having a hard time with
Do
the
I
language?
Draconic?
It,
Infernal?
no, infernal. Thank you.
Sick.
And you start speaking to the dragon, and you start to see the dragon, the dragon itself, start to shiver and tremble, and it opens its eyelids, and you see this bright white burning light where it once was bright yellow burning fire. It's just
Anybody,
illuminating bright white light at the moment.
anybody have counterspell?
Would
No,
he be considered undead?
about to find out.
Just
Um,
nobody? Celine, do
No.
you have... No, you
The only one who did was Anika. and She's dead.
Anika appears
Also,
out of
too
nowhere.
far away.
Spell
As you see, Igneal again, his eyes are open. He's still prone but he is now awoken again.
What the fuck?
This motherfucker.
How many? I think we're about turn 6 right now. Maybe turn
No.
7. How?
No,
Further?
God, no.
No, probably
No.
three.
No.
Yeah.
What?
I
Like
think it's
maybe
only
4.
3 or 4.
Because we got to
Okay,
2
okay.
rounds last time.
All right, so it's not soon enough for him to make a comment about the prisoners on the crashing ship. So we're good then.
No. Also, like, why is the ship crashing? Did we blow up, like, stabilizers or something?
Well, there's currently not a captain, and yes, the prisoners have been blowing up pieces of the ship all across the fortress.
That's a very unsteady fortress.
Very.
Well, it has more to do with no captain at the moment. No one's controlling that relic anymore. Okay. That is your turn, Lorna, and his legendary action, Night Elves. That brings us to you, Cronus. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Okay. I am going to use my 50 feet of movement to get. So, if I'm right here, am I technically in the darkness? Or can I say I'm positioned on the edge of it where I can look up and see?
You're in the darkness at that point. You're good there.
Well, say the problem is that the thing we're going to do is 45 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
I
stuck.
mean,
I'm stuck
if we
with.
go by, like, dragon rules, that's, like, right on the edge.
So I will give him. Well, you're rolling. I'll be giving him advantage since he's on the edge, just like the other ones did.
Well, it's going to be an attack roll. It's nothing that he rolls for.
Oh, I got you. Go for it. It's not your fault that this map
Well,
conversion.
that's why I was saying, like, if I was in that next spot, but let's,
Oh,
you know, like you said, it's not a 10-foot. I'm not
not-
10 feet, but now I get it.
I'm trying to maybe Canathy manage to fight, but I'm not trying to punish you guys. So go for it.
Okay. For my bonus action, I'm going to use my ability to attack enemies 45 feet away as if I'm standing right next to them.
Okay.
And I will make 2 melee attacks on them.
Okay.
Well. So, first one.
Okay. A 20 does hit.
And then, since I don't know if I'm going to hit again, cosmic damage.
Okay. Cool. So we got here 20, 28, 42 or 41 points of damage. Okay.
And then key point for stunning strike. So con save.
Okay. Con save. 31.
All right. Second attack. Another 20.
20. There you go. Okay. That is 20, 24, 25 points of damage.
And then another con save.
All right. With a 22.
All right.
Anything else with your turn?
No.
All right. Callie Storm, what would you like to do?
First, she's going to massively roll her eyes at what's his face, the tiefling, and the now potentially undead dragon. But first, we're going to find out, is it an undead dragon? So we're going to take 2 steps forward and close her eyes, clutch. Actually, nothing. This doesn't require her holy symbol. And I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Is that an undead dragon? Or a celestial, a fiend, or something affected by the hollow spell? Also, for fun fact, is the tiefling one of those 3 things?
Undead. What was the question? Undead. What were the other 3 things?
Celestial or fiend?
Or fiend.
Or location of celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. Since they're both not behind total cover because they're fucking massive. Mm-hmm.
Thing is not a fiend. I'm trying to think of the dragon.
I mean,
I would say it is. It's not. It's like regenerated a little bit. I don't know. Let me think about that. Thinking about how the spell results. Yes, I would say it's undead.
oh. So she's gonna just kind of snap her eyes open. They're glow for a second. Just. So dragon's undead. And then, ignoring the dragon for now, we're gonna bonus action use a sorcerer's point to cast guiding bolt at him. For the
Emil?
tiefling.
Okay,
No.
go for it.
The bigger problem, the one who just resurrected a dragon. Does 21 hit that? Hit him?
21 hits.
Good. Also, no, that does not get extra radiant damage. Yes, so 17 points of damage, and whoever hits him next has advantage because he's now glowing a bright pink.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Igneo.
And I'll move my spiritual weapon a little bit.
Igneo shambles himself back up a little bit from the ground again. His eyes glowing white against his crimson red scales, and he lets out a roar that shakes the room again as he comes back to, and he is going to do the following. Or I'm sorry, Nidel's will kind of bark at him and say, "You've already failed me once. Do not waste a second chance." And Igneel will start moving his wings again, lifting him off the ground, and he will ascend to about 30 feet in the air. Let me do... Or you know what? You know what? We're gonna do something different. I can't do that yet because you're right there. Okay, let me re-roll some stuff. Alright, nothing recharges. Alright, he is going to use this ability then to kind of get him back in the fray of things. He is going to use Dragon's Fury, and he starts to attack and lash out at everything around him. He's going to use his first thing at Karai as he stands up with his bite for 24, which hits, doing 36 points of damage to Karai. They already injured soldier. You hear another cry, wince for help, and as she kind of deals with that pain, then it's going to make a claw attack at the Ashi rider right in front of it. Hit. Actually, we'll go ahead and do 2 of those. That is going to be for a total of 29 damage. Killing this guy. And then last but not least, he's going to make a tail attack on Karai, since she's right there. And that is going to be a hit. Or 28 points of damage. He is still hanging in there. That's going to end his turn. Bring us to Karai, who is, to the best of her abilities, going to try to make a stand. So she's going to attack again real quick.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Would my fairy fire go out if Igneel died the first time?
No, I don't think so. It only goes out if you lose concentration, right?
Let me read it. Fairy fire.
And realistically, he went down and then, like, Nidell immediately brought him back up.
It says for the duration. It doesn't say anything about them dying.
Objects and affected creatures, so if he was an object when he died and he became a creature again, it would be the same thing.
Well, even then, it doesn't say
It
it
doesn't
goes
say anything
out.
about living or dying. So yes, he is still under the effects of fairy fire.
Like,
you are,
theoretically,
you're
you
good.
could have a glowing corpse for 10 minutes.
Oh,
I'll be.
that's bad.
You guys could be like 1 minute, but yes, fairy fire is still in effect.
Oh, 1 minute. Yeah, my bad.
Yep, be right back.
Thinking about casting Earthbind on the tiefling
Ooh,
so that Cronus can get to him,
yeah.
I mean, I'm
but
here
that's
for it.
concentration.
Maybe, yeah. The dragon is hard to hit. And apparently not dead. Or
But probably
undead?
not full health. Probably not full health. Like, that
no,
would be-
and like not really resurrected either, so it's some twisted fuckery.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if we take out the tiefling, would that like take him out also?
Oh, maybe.
Hard to say. Because also, like, why the fuck is the dragon listening to him if the tiefling's not tied to that artifact?
Right?
Because I cannot remember this tiefling's name to save my life.
It's...
This one's Nidell.
Yeah.
Right, Nidell. And the dragon is something that sounds like Ignis.
Igneel.
Igneel.
From Fairy
Sounds,
Tale.
like I said.
That's the only way I remember it.
What's more important, the tiefling or the dragon?
Tiefling. I think Tiefling because the Tiefling's barely been hit. Lorna will just go ham again on.
And
the
apparently, if there's a chance if we kill the dragon again, he just fucking brings it back.
Exactly. Tiefling.
Unlikely, but there's a chance.
Yeah.
Alright,
Especially now that the fucker's in range.
Yeah.
alright.
Lorna's gonna stay here and help you take out this one behind you, Skybore, and then going for Igneel. That is at least her plan.
I would hold person on the tiefling, but I have a sneaky suspicion he's going to use
Yeah.
legendary resistance, or
He might use that.
probably might have a good wisdom save.
Mm. Why
But with a earthbind, it's a strength save, so I'm pretty sure that
Ooh.
might get through.
Okay. Yeah. And if anything, I think we do use a fate token on that. Make him reroll. We can do that, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. Whose turn is it?
I think did Cry finish her turn?
Let me double check. Yes, she did. It is the red dragon's turn.
What did she do?
She attacked. Igneel.
Igneel.
With
Okay.
advantage?
Ooh, I did not check for advantage. You did not roll with advantage. So let me go do damage again for that then. All right. Okay. 52 points of damage. Okay. Bring us to young adult dragon's turn. Let's see here. Has he used his breath weapon against you, Salim? I don't think this guy has yet.
He has it. He's been doing slashing attacks on Celine.
Correct.
And Celine's been uncanny dodging it.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. And it is a 30-foot cone.
Of course.
Are you kidding me?
How high up are you, Lorna?
20 feet, probably?
Oh boy.
All right. As he shoots a fire breath in your guys' direction. Does he get everyone here? He gets
Yep.
you three.
No, it doesn't
Yep.
hit Skybore, though.
I'll have advantage.
No, it hits. Oh, I
It
see what you're
looked
saying.
like it barely.
I
Does
mean,
hit Big Dragon, though.
also technically, wouldn't the ship stop the fire from hitting Skybore?
Not if it blows up.
Don't say that!
So
By the way, has anybody asked Argo to come meet us?
I will need a dexterity saving throw from the Ashi and Lorna, please.
Dumb.
In the ship.
I don't think the ship gets a dexterity saving throw.
Does it get a con save?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lorna, that's a 19. That passes. She got a 21. That passes. So you guys will take half the damage on this. So let me roll. Or Lorna, you'll take quarter of the damage because of your fire resistance. And that is 16d6. That is going to be 15 to you, Lorna, and this is going to be 31 to the Ashi. Let me see where. I don't think he's gotten hit yet. Nope, not yet.
You have
Yeah.
officially brought me to double digits.
Well, please don't hate me for what's about to follow.
Oh, fuck. Do I need another deck save?
Yes. At this time, everything within 30 feet of that, or I'm sorry, 20 feet of that. Let's see. Yes, that would be 30 feet.
Well, if
Yep,
it's
okay.
a
Oh, it's gonna hit.
radius
It's
from
gonna
the
hit. Yeah,
center-
it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Hit the four of us.
5, technically.
5. Oh yeah.
2 dragons.
Yeah, I didn't see the Yashi for some reason.
Oh, yeah. 2 dragons, you two, and that poor ninja that might just die from an exploding ship.
All right. So yes. So I will need dexterity saving throws from all the dragons and the Ashi and Lorna and Skybor. Okay.
Oh no! Pretty sure that fails.
I mean, good news, it's probably fire and either piercing or bludgeoning, so you'll have it.
You can use a coin.
Nah, I can take this.
Oh,
Pull out
boy.
a splinter
Famous
from her
last word.
forehead.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
You guys packed a lot of ordnance on this bad boy. Okay. Let's see here. I gotta get there.
Lorna's tombstone's going to say, "I'm going to live forever."
Did our accidental atomic bomb hit the big guy?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Or no, it did not hit the big one, but it definitely hit all the things around this one. Let me roll. Sadal Ashi. Okay. Alright. Okay. All right. And I should probably done it as 2 separate rolls to make it easier to do the math. But you have everything, right, Lorna? So, I guess it really doesn't matter. So, 159 points of fire and bludgeoning damage is going to explode a 30 feet radius around the ship.
Say that again. 100 and what?
159 points of fire and bludgeoning damage.
Okay, what's half of that?
That would be 79.
79. Okay.
Okay.
Well, what's the deck save?
Your X was. Oh wait, you rolled a 25. I'm sorry. You're you're having that,
Okay, so what's half of
right?
What did you say?
Yeah.
It was?
So 39 for you.
39.
Well, no. It's half of. You're
I
resistant.
got
to fire.
push. Yeah, I got resistance of everything.
So 39 points for you.
Well, hold on. Let me figure out what fire is and bludgeoning real quick. Then,
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're both resistant to both.
Yeah, he has the ring of invulnerability.
Potion.
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 so you're resistant to.
Everything.
Everything.
All damage.
Gotcha.
Every
gotcha.
1 minute.
Every
Yes,
single
so-
damage.
So then, yes, it would be. What did we say it was?
39 points for him.
And you.
39 points.
No,
Or
and
no.
I took
No.
79.
All right.
What was it originally? 150?
159.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, this guy is
So
not
the
doing-
dragons are dead?
Right?
No, they're resistant to fire damage.
So was I.
Yeah, they're not doing great. But majority of that was all explosion. All right, so that's going to end their turn. Yeah, that's
That
going
was
to
turn.
bring us to Celine. What would you like to do, Celine? As you see a massive explosion over in that section of the aviary, causing the whole catwalk and everything that you're kind of, stuck to shake and sway.
Okay, if I speak, is that considered an action?
No, you can do speak like you have within reason a few seconds to communicate, like
Okay.
6 seconds. So like you can't have an in-depth conversation. But
And is the tiefling next to Crydell or whatever her name is?
no, he's up still riding on Igneel at the moment.
And Ignia is also not next to her?
Igneel is next to Karai, yes.
Okay. So I will say, wow, imagine all the hoard, the gold in that ancient dragon's hoard down in his lair, all unprotected when we kill him. And then I will shoot at him. I'm trying to get those little red dragons to go after the money, go after the gold.
Okay.
Use a little bit of persuasion in my speech.
Go ahead. Actually, I'm not even gonna have you roll because they're not gonna.
They're too much under control.
Correct.
All right. So I will shoot at the dragon, the ancient dragon.
You have advantage.
Have advantage.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh,
It's a natural 20.
hang on.
Yeah.
Um, I gotta. Oh god.
concentration.
Oh, what do I gotta roll? That was 30.
39, so you have to roll.
Like a 15. 16.
18?
18. Oh
19.
god.
You got this.
That.
I
Yeah.
do have advantage.
Yep.
Come on.
Use a fake
Ah.
I got inspiration. I'll
Okay.
use that.
token.
Okay, it's gone. It's
God
gone.
damn it. So you don't want to
So-
use one
Sorry.
fake token.
You don't have advantage. Sorry, Celine.
Okay. So should I re-roll that then?
Nope, you're good. Just take the 17. Click on it and roll damage, or we just won't double it.
That's for the dragon. 17 hits him.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 17 does not hit him.
Okay.
No.
Then I'll use my inspiration to roll it again. And it is without advantage.
No
correct?
advantage. No advantage.
How about
28?
28?
That hits.
You do still get sneak attack.
Yep.
Yep.
For
So 26 and 6 is 32.
32.
And then I have to roll for the arrow of slaying again. Does that count since he's already dead?
He's still a dragon.
He's
Still
undead.
dragon.
It's an undead dragon, so go kill him.
Okay. DC 17 Constitution. D10.
DC concentration. I'm sorry. What was what? What do you need me to roll?
Come on, save dragon.
Con save.
Yep.
Oh, I rolled for Nidell, not the dragon. Hold on. Where is he? Con save. Con save. Here we go. Right. He take a 1. What happens?
Takes 33 damage.
All right. It's 33 points of damage.
D5.
What's that?
So it's 65 total points of damage.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm
Alright.
going to hide again.
You're kind of in the middle of the floor. What's your plan here?
Okay, then I'll just dash.
Okay. You could jump into the darkness. There's, I guess, that's emanating from Karai. But
Okay,
that's your call. Okay.
That
You
works.
are under the cover of darkness.
In the darkness.
So if you haven't used your bonus action yet.
That would be the dash into the darkness.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right, and that is going to bring us to Nidell, and we are at that magic time of the night. So I think what I'll do is I'll start with Nidell at the beginning of next session.
Oh boy.
All right. But no, just I don't want you to be like the dragons didn't take any damage. They definitely took a lot of damage. So they're not going to be long lasting for those that got exploded by the ship. But otherwise, you guys are making the best out of a tough situation.
I was robbed my kill.
It was
You
very,
were.
it was very, very cool. But Nidell had other plans.
I do kind of have a question though.
Sure, go for it.
So Callie actually speaks Abyssal, which is similar to Infernal,
Mm-hmm.
and is a cleric. Did he fucking resurrect this dragon, or is this some twisted dark shit?
From the Callie might not know, just because I don't know if you've seen this yet. Have you seen anything marked by the Forgotten before this session?
Unless it was when we fought the things in the darkness at the Ninja Island.
That's true. So you fought some of the forgotten creatures, but those aren't necessarily marked creatures. But that's so some of the Ashi are marked. So I would say that yeah, you would be aware that this is related to some of that forgotten dark magic that Chernobog has kind of bolstered his dark followers with. So
But
it's
it's not
it's like
like
an ability more than it is a spell.
Mm. So twisted shit. Got it.
You got it.
Yeah, so there wouldn't be anything special that Lorna got from the Infernal necessarily.
No,
I mean, I think you and I
I'm not
would have
trying to
done
be
the same
boring.
thing. It's just what he's saying.
Yeah,
He's saying ooh, ulu,
yeah.
bang bang. So
It's like Abyssal and Infernal are similar. It's kind of like when you know different Spanishes, almost would be my thing. It's how I
Yeah.
equate it to.
Portuguese versus Spanish, maybe.
Yeah. So like similarities, but like he may have said shoe at some point. Hard to say for me.
Hard to say.
He was singing. He was incanting the Chumbawamba lyrics.
That's nonsense anyway.
All right. Well, cool guys. I hope you had fun. It's easier to